I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet, yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty, yeah. Acting stupid, what's happening, bitch? What's happening, bitch? I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet.
Hey guys, it's me, That Photo Vixen, and I'm back with another video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're new, welcome. And if you're not, thank you so much for supporting me. I really appreciate it. Today, we're going to be talking about something strange that really happened to me not too long ago. If you don't like talking about paranormal activities, Satan, Jesus, God, and all that other stuff, I mean, if you don't like listening to that, you should just click out of this video because this video might not be for you. But if you do want to listen and you want to know what happened to me, just stay tuned because it's going to get kind of juicy. So this happened to me when I was about 19, 20 years old. I was going through a lot at the time. Around that time, I think I was working 2 jobs. I was staying with someone that I really did not want to stay with. I was literally trying so hard to save up some money so that I can move because just being in that environment was very stressful, very hostile, and like I couldn't do it. Like I literally couldn't do it. And I think I was just like trying to figure my life out, trying to figure it out because my dad was absent in my life, and me and my mom did not have a relationship at that time. So it was pretty much like I was an orphan. And I was really just trying to figure out my life at that point. So everything was just like really, really stressful. And I'm going to mention the fact that I was really stressed and down around that time because I feel like that's when the devil comes. That's when he comes and tries to tempt you with things that you might want so that he could like sway you to his side. So I feel like that's exactly what happened. So one night, I was sleeping, and I think I just came home from work earlier that day, but this was just a regular night. Like, you know, I got ready for bed and all that, and I was sleeping, and I felt like a presence around me, and something was just telling me to wake up. Like, you know how when you feel like somebody is behind you, and you know, you feel like the need to look back. Well, that's how I felt, but I felt like the need to wake up. So I woke up, and I'm like on my stomach, mind you, and my face is facing the edge of the bed. So my face is looking out beyond the bed. And so I see this dark, shadowy figure about this big, like pretty much right in front of my face beside my bed. The figure was dark. It was like airy, like how kind of like a ghost would look. It had a face. It was a male, and it didn't have a body, but it had like a tail wisping behind it. It kind of looked like a human tadpole. That's what it kind of looked like a human ghost tadpole. When I opened my eyes, he was right there, and we were looking at each other for a moment, and then he spoke to me, but he didn't use his mouth. It's like he was communicating to me through spirit. So he spoke to me, and he said, let me try to get the exact words because now I'm like kind of forgetting, but he said, come join us. That's exactly what he said. So he said, come join us. We'll take care of you. We'll make sure you have exactly what you need. And pretty much like you'll be all right with us. Like he pretty much was telling me that we'll take care of you. We'll make sure that you have everything that you need. You will not have to want for anything. And immediately after he asked me that question, I said no. For my God, my Lord will provide me with everything that I need. And I actually said this with my mouth. So when I said no, he stared at me for a little bit, and I stared at him. And we were just looking at each other for like a couple seconds. And he decided to leave because once you say no, it's literally nothing that they can do to make you say yes. Like our power is our free will. So once you say no, it's like there's nothing there for them to do. So yeah, so once I said no, he decided to leave. But I don't know what it was. Like, I felt like I was literally half in the physical world and half in the spiritual world. So like, I feel like in the spiritual world you can kind of communicate and know things without talking. I'm saying this to say that when he was about to leave, I read his intentions, and his intention was to go to my other brother, which is my younger brother, and ask him pretty much the same thing, like ask him for his soul. So I read that intention, and I literally astral projected myself, my spirit, out of my body. So while he was going to wherever he was going, I was chasing him. I was literally right behind him, like, you're not gonna ask my brother nothing. So yeah, so I was chasing him, and we finally got to my brother, and I literally saw his body on the bed. Like, I was hovering over my brother's body, and he was about to approach him, about to ask him, and I was like literally like this. I was like, no, you're not gonna ask my brother nothing. And so it was just like we're going back and forth like that. And then he finally says, okay, you know what? I can't even, she's blocking me. Like, I can't even talk to him. So I'm going to go to her other brother. And mind you, I'm in the spiritual world at this point. So I knew where I was. I was in my mom's house. But when I was in my mom's house, they shared the same room. So when I was in the room, I didn't see my other brother there. And yeah, I didn't see him there because he has a tendency to be places that he shouldn't be. You know, he was like one of those wild kids. He would not listen to my mom. He will sometimes sleep home. Sometimes he'll be with his friends at his friend's house, you know, like he was that type of kid. So when we were in the room, I did not see my other brother. So the devil, or demon really, he had the intention to go to my other brother, and I guess he knew where he was, but I physically did not know where he was because, one, I did not know any of my brother's friends, and two, I literally did not know where to go. Like, I didn't know where to go. So once he had that intention, once he said, you know what, I'm going to leave this brother alone because she's blocking my way, he went to go to my other brother. So when he decided that he was going to go to my other brother, I was literally like trying to chase him like how I did with the first one. But he was moving so fast. He was intentionally trying to lose me. So I couldn't even follow him, y'all. I really could not follow him to wherever he was going. So I found myself like, you know, floating in the middle of the street or whatever, just like lost. Like, I lost him. After I found myself in the street or whatever, I pretty much snapped back into my body. I really don't know how it happened. All I remember was me just being lost, and then I just boom, just snapped back into my body. And so when I snapped back into my body, I literally like jumped up, like, you know, to sit down on my bed, and I was just praying, y'all. I was literally praying. I was praying for everybody in my family. I was praying for myself. I was calling on Jesus in the middle of the night. This happened at around like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Like, I literally was just praying. At the end of the night, I was literally prayed out. I was so exhausted, but I could not go to sleep because it was just so traumatizing. It was just so like random and out of the blue. It literally just shocked me. Like, I didn't think that could ever happen to me. I didn't know like stuff like that happened to people, and for it to happen to me, it was just kind of weird. And yeah, so after that, I called my brother and I asked him, like the first one, I called him because he had a phone, even though we were only teenagers back then, though. Kids didn't have phones. But anyways, I called him and I was like, you know, like, did you experience anything weird last night or whatever? And he said no. And I wasn't able to reach my other brother because he didn't have a phone. So, you know, I don't really know what he, you know, what happened, and I didn't even bring it up to him really because he was so young. I think he was like 15, and I didn't want to scare him. But yeah, that's what happened. And to be honest with you, y'all, heaven is real, hell is real, demons do exist, and their sole purpose is to literally drag as many people down to hell as they can. And they will use things that you want to get you there down to hell. Like how he offered me, because I was going through so much, y'all. I was struggling. I could barely afford anything. I had to, even though I had 2 jobs, I literally felt like, I didn't have much. And so all I wanted to do was really move out and stuff. And so when he told me, like, he'll take care of me, he'll make sure that I'm all right, I literally, like, saw glimpses of me, like, moving into an apartment and stuff like that. And they would use that kind of stuff to bait you into turning on their side. And literally, you'll get everything that you want in life, but when you die, you're going to hell. Like, you're going straight to hell. And that's what they want. And it's like, honestly, the only way out is to believe in Jesus Christ, read your Bible, pray, start developing a relationship with God. I did not even think that one day I'll be in front of the camera telling you guys this, but it's really true because now I know for a fact that the devil is real. Like, now that I know that the devil is real, even though I haven't seen Jesus and I really haven't had a spiritual experience with Jesus, because I had that experience with a demon, I know for a fact that Jesus do exist. God does exist. They're alive. There's a whole nother side of the world that we don't even know about because we're not there yet. But the spiritual realm and the spiritual world is very real. I was not hallucinating. I was not imagining things. It was not a dream, because I know when I'm dreaming, y'all. It was not a dream. This was something that happened to me in real life. Real life. I just never expected that it can happen to me, but a demon did approach me. He did ask me for my soul. He didn't flat out say, "Oh, give me your soul. I want your soul." No, he literally asked me, almost like a gentleman. And let me just backtrack. When he did speak, he wasn't like mean. He wasn't coming at me to scare me. He literally sounds like concerned, like he was really trying to help me, like he was on my side. That's how he sounded. Like, "Oh, let us take care of you. Come join us. Let us take care of you. We'll provide you with everything you need." That's literally exactly how he sounded. He wasn't let us take care, join our side. Like, that's not what it was. And I literally feel like they are the master manipulators. They've been doing this for a long time. They know that they can come up to you and scare you, because then you'll run away and go to Jesus. You know what I'm saying? They're going to come up to you being nice. They're going to come up to you like they're not a threat, so that you can feel comfortable and that you can trust them and say, "Oh, well, they don't seem like bad people, so yeah, I'll sell my soul to you guys. Yeah, I'll get in an agreement with y'all. Yeah, I'm on y'all side." But when really, that's their plan. Their plan is to get you on their side so that when you die, you can go to hell, and that God can have one less person in heaven or on the new earth that they're going to be making later down the line after the revelations and stuff. So, y'all, just be careful, y'all. Protect y'all spirit. Develop a relationship with God. Just try to not be vulnerable, because honestly, there's a lot of us that's lost, and a lot of us don't even know it. And it's just really sad. I can go on and on. I can get even deeper into the subject, but that's not what I'm gonna do today, because I just want to tell my story. But that is my story. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me in the comments below. If y'all have your own paranormal or spiritual experiences, y'all can let me know below. This is not the only paranormal experience that I've ever had, but this is the like most serious one. But if you guys want to know about my other ones, let me know, or like the video so that I can know that y'all want to hear more about what I gotta say. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if you made it this far, I love you. Y'all to go. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.